Okay, that's off the keyboard. What up, guys? It's your boy, Matt Ramsey from RamseyVoice.com here in the US of A. And I am here to do another reaction to Dimash. Now, I have to be super honest with you guys. I love you guys, and so many of you guys are fantastic subscribers, commenters. You're engaging really, really interesting conversations. But there are some folks out there that are being really, really mean. And unfortunately, I think that it's starting to affect some of the conversations that are being had out there by some people that are maybe just thinking that there's only one way to think about the voice. Now, I want to put it out there that my job as a vocal coach, as a voice teacher, is to help a singer improve their voice. Now, Dimash himself has taken a lot of lessons, and I even heard that he's working with an American vocal coach in order to work on his accent slightly. So that should tell you right there that Dimash is not afraid of admitting that he is not a perfect singer. Now, with that said, I want to jump into my favorite section on the show that may very well change after today, called High Note, Low Note, where we're going to look at a very, very positive comment that someone has left on the channel and a stupidly negative one. And we'll just get started off right here and jump into it as we go. So we're going to start off here today with our high note, which comes to us from Jimmy Peru, who said, "The long wait is over. The best reaction from a credible vocal coach. Thank you. Hi, I am your follower, a Juris doctor from the Philippines." I don't know what Juris doctor would be. Like a jury doctor, like a judge? I don't know. Maybe I feel like judges maybe have PhDs there. I don't know. Or maybe a Juris is a special kind of doctor. I don't know. But Jimmy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for leaving that beautiful comment. And now we have to talk about something that is not so nice. So we're going to look at here. I even posted this at the top of the video last time. Hey guys, I'm aware that the music for Dimash is a half step flat. For whatever reason, when we recorded this and encoded it in the editor, it always comes out a half step flat. If anyone knows how to fix this, I'm all ears. To which blank blank T blank blank S, whatever that is, said, at Ramsey Voice Studio, shut your mouth. We do not need to understand English to hear and listen to his soul. Repetistes excusas una otra vez. I'm just kidding. I speak Spanish. Repetistes excusas una y otra vez. Es irritante y no necesitamos hablar inglés para entender lo que canta Dimash. Translation means like you repeated yourself. It's annoying, and we don't need to speak English to understand what Dimash is saying. And I think what he's talking about is how I was saying that some of the lyrics in Dimash's Across Endless Dimensions video were just, their diction could be improved just a little bit. And that's a very, very credible point if he wants to access a much larger audience, like specifically like a Western audience. We want to be able to understand the lyrics that he's singing, especially if he's singing in English. So I had a couple of helpful comments for him out there, but not everybody liked that. But that's okay. I'll get through it. And the second one, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. So I'll just try. Anyway, he wrote this whole thing in Russian, and I guess he didn't realize that we have Google Translate. He said, "Hey, shit. Read and say this definition about yourself. Try even with an accent. Have you at least achieved something in your life, or did?" I'm not sure what that means. To give someone an assessment, one word suitable for you, говнюк, which again means shit. It's just the second time he capitalized everything. So what should I do with these? Yeah. Okay, that feels better. Now, do me a favor, guys. If you want me to continue reacting to Dimash, if you see people in the comments being abusive like this, feel free to jump in there and either defend me or just say, hey, hate speech is not welcome here, or just say, hey, that's not cool. Whatever, say it in whatever language you want, say it however you can in order to discourage these people that are just trolls from, trolling this channel and, making it harder to react to Dimash, honestly. So if you guys want to continue seeing more reactions to Dimash, make sure to help me out a little bit and just say a little comment like, hey man, that's not cool. Get off this dude's channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now that brings us to our reaction today, and I'm super excited because people have been requesting that I react to Unforgettable Day for so long. This one is live on Gakku TV, which I understand to be Kazakhstan's own, free entertainment channel, national entertainment channel. So I'm really excited to see what Dimash does here. Now make sure to stick around until the end for a brand new segment of 2-minute tutorials where I break down one of the techniques that Dimash is using in his own singing voice. That way you can learn to do it with your own voice. Okay, let's jump in. So we're in F minor. I think I've got some strings. I love his outfit too. I love how he's using a little bit of a relaxed larynx with that breathy phonation. Beautiful vibrato. Ooh, nice. That was an F4 on top. Now that's an A flat 4. The minor third above the key that we're in. Oh, so light. It's like you could cut it. It's so fragile. Yeah. Now he's like, I'm Dimash. Oh yeah. It's like I'm never gonna wash my hand again. So light, so easy. We've got the choir in the back. There we go. That's a beautiful A flat. I don't know what the word, but it was on an vowel. There's a Things are gonna get crazy. They have to. This is a Dimash song. Put that in ear back in. Yeah. God, that stage presence is crazy. There we go. That's a high larynx compared to the that he was doing earlier. That's like more of that operatic kind of then da, da, da. So he's going really the full gambit between high and low larynx here. F5, F sharp 5. That's cool. getting the whole crowd to sing along. So that's a C6 up there. What? Okay, that's off the keyboard. Okay, I'm gonna call that a D8. Oh my god. Is that a D7 or a D8? It sounds like a D8. Yeah, that's almost like you can't even hear that anymore. He's like taking a song that would be pretty easy for him to sing and just turn it into this crazy, crazy other thing. He always does. Woo! Oh my god, hold on. Okay, so that's an interesting point, and I don't want to talk about this for long because I've got so many hot takes in this video already that I don't want to anger anybody else just after I ask you guys to help me. So one thing that I think is kind of interesting about that is so many people are talking about how Dimash is like a baritone, and I'm definitely going to make a video at some point about whether Dimash is a baritone or a tenor, and I think that that's really interesting because he just said right there at the very end, I don't know the words that he said, but I can tell the pitches that he said it on. He said it on a D4 up to a G4. He's like, that's not it! You know, so up to a high note of a G4 right there. So that shows me that even the place where he speaks in his voice, oftentimes when he's being effective, AFFECT, IVE, effective, he's actually speaking much higher than he does in interviews where he's like talking down here the whole time. And I totally understand that. But I think that that's a really, really good indicator in the height of his speaking voice into what voice type he is. And we'll see if I end up putting that video together. Now, that is going to bring us to our 2-minute tutorial today, which I'm super excited about because one of the things that Dimash does really, really well is he actually plays around with his larynx position a lot. And I don't mean that he's like pushing it up and pulling it down or anything like that. He's just got so much control over the muscles that control his voice that he's able to do that by himself without touching it. Your timer is set for 2 minutes. So for today's 2-minute tutorial, I want to talk to you about how to raise and lower your larynx. Now, raising and lowering the larynx, you can think of the larynx as almost like the car and the vocal cords are the passengers inside of that car. Whatever the larynx does, the vocal cords are also going to do. So if my larynx is high, my vocal cords are going to squeeze together tighter. If my larynx is lower, my vocal cords are going to separate slightly and they're going to be looser. Now, one of the things that Dimash does really well is on his lower notes, he gets a really woofy kind of operatic sound. And then he'll go for that really, really bright high larynx sound. And here's how you can start to find that for yourself. Low larynx, think yawny. Think yawning, think dopey, think goofy. Oh, you'll even see that my larynx drops a little bit when I talk like this. And that, to a very extreme example, is kind of what Dimash does when he's singing on some of those more operatic sounding notes like... when he has that kind of dark tone to what he's doing. Now, on the opposite side of that, when he's going up for like a really high, he's going for that very, very high larynx sound. And the way that you get that high larynx sound, and you can feel this in your own voice, is swallow. You'll feel as you swallow, your larynx comes up, your vocal cords close all the way to avoid any food or water going into your air pipe, because we don't want that. So instead, what you can do is you can think a little bit of a bratty sound. My larynx is purposely put a little bit high. You can think of the Wicked Witch of the West, kind of like... And again, that to a very extreme example is what Dimash is doing when he's going from that... That way, he's able to really control the sound. With that low larynx, he's getting some of those really, really lower tones. With that high larynx sound, he's getting that very, very bright kind of belty sound. Well, guys, that does it for our 2-minute tutorials today. I hope that you found that super helpful. If you want to learn a little bit more about larynx position and how you can play around with it, I've got a fantastic video to check out. I'll go ahead and link that at the end. But make sure that you smash that like button, comment with the next video that you want to see me react to, subscribe, and turn on notifications for this channel. Check you next time.